Hello my gorgeous loves out there and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to play with the new palette from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is a collab with ChipoGray and this is the Rudo Rwaamai Palette. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could not find a pronunciation online at all, so that was my best guess. Hopefully I did not butcher that name, but this is beautiful. I'm excited to get into it, do some swatches, create a look, and let you guys know if this is the usual good Unearthly Cosmetics formula. And I also did pick up the new Glimmer Grass glue that they have. This is like a glitter glue, so I'm going to test it out today in this video as well. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bree, and I am just a crazy lover of all things beauty, and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot of indie makeup, so if that is what you're into, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Welcome my fall babes. Do you see the decor? I finally brought out my fall decorations and I realized I don't have that much, so I need to get some more. But I decorated like my front door. I put a little bit of autumn vibes in the back, you know, not too much. I don't like it to be overwhelming. I got a bunch of fall candles. My whole house smells like pumpkin pie and apple pie and I'm so here for it. So I'm just getting into like that mode and I love it. But I really want to get into this palette. I think it's beautiful. It's really colorful. I love the whole like, you know, theming behind the palette and everything, and I think ChipoGray did an amazing job, so congratulations to her as well as Unearthly Cosmetics. She has an amazing makeup Instagram account. She makes the most beautiful, detailed, colorful looks. Like I wish I could create looks like that. Like I wish I could be that good. But definitely check out her Instagram. I think she also has a YouTube. It doesn't seem like she's posted recently, but I'll link her info below so you can check her out, give her some love because she did an amazing job. So let me give you guys the info about this palette. It goes for $40. It's still available on Unearthly Cosmetics website, and the whole theming behind this is around her family. So it says Rudo Rwaamai means a mother's love. God, I hope I said that right. And it is a beautiful mashup of her home country and the joy of becoming a mother and appreciation for her family. Isn't that beautiful? I love that theming. So here it is up close. I love the artwork on here, like the mom and her baby. It's so beautiful. And then here's the back of it. It's green, and then it has like the ingredients and the info right there. And then it's what's inside that I love so much. So here it is. There's a big mirror and look at how colorful that is. And I like that they did monochromatic rows. So it's so easy to think of a look. Like if you just want to do a purple, blue, green and yellow, or you want to do like a orangey, like burgundy look, you can totally do that. Or you can totally mix up these colors. And I feel like there's a lot of fall vibes going on in here. So I think I'm going to do a fall look. Like, never mind. I know I'm going to do a fall look. And then there's like all these like mattes here. So there's 8 mattes and then 4 shimmers. And I love that there's a row of deep shades, and then you got your midtones, and then you have your beautiful metallics. So we're going to get into this. I'm going to create a look. I only have time to do one look because I have a lot of other things to film. I'm pre-filming because I'm actually going to Tampa in what, like 3 or 4 days. So I have to like cram everything in while I can. And then I'm going to use it with the new Glimmer Grass that they have. This is their like version of a glitter glue that they just came out with. It's a totally new product. So I wanted to see how it does with the shimmers, but here's what the packaging looks like. I figured I'd use it in this video because I bought them at the same time. And then it has like a little squeezy tube applicator. So we'll see how this works as well. So that is all the info about this gorgeous palette. So I'm going to get a little closer so we can get into a look. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with the Glamlite Icing Eyeshadow Base in Buttercream. This is my go-to lightly. It's one of my favorite eye primers actually. And I'm just going to put that all over the lids, and I'm not going to set it at all. I want to start off with the shade called Amai Vanga. I think that's how you say it. I try to look for all the pronunciations on words that I don't really know how to say. But I'm going to try my best, give it my best shot. But I'm going to use that on the outer corner. And I'm just going to snap that on. I prefer to start off with the darkest mattes because that is the shade that I want to be most pronounced in my looks. That's just what I prefer. But you can use Unearthly mattes either way. You can go light to dark or dark to light. Now I want to get into this green shade right here. And I looked at the pronunciation for this word and it's Harare. I think that's how you say it. I'm doing the best I can, okay? And I'm going to use that in the inner portion. And I'm going to stamp that right there. I'm not going to take it too far into the inner corner. I don't want it to darken things up too much. But I'm just doing a stamping motion. This is such a beautifully pigmented matte. I feel like I'm looking like Christmas right now, but we're going to switch it up in just a bit. So now I want to blend out the edges of both shades. So I'm going to go into this shade right here, the orange one called Sunrise, taking this rougher brush. And I'm going to use that to blend out the edges of this shade. Ignore my annoying neighbor that is making all that noise in the background. That's what he does every single day. But I'm just using that to blend out this like deeper berry shade. Now I want to get into this yellow shade right here called Nyanga, which I also looked up how to say. And I'm going to use that shade to blend out the edges of the green that we have in the front, just to diffuse the edges. Just to get everything looking nice and seamless. I just love using yellow shades like this. This is like a little bit deeper. It's more like a mid-tone shade, but it's going on the edge of that green so well. And now to make things a little interesting, I'm going to go into the shade called Simba. And I'm going to use that to deepen that berry matte shade on the outer corner. I think it's a little deeper than that berry shade, but I'm going to use that right here. I'm just going to concentrate it. I'm not going to take it too high up. I'm just adding a little bit of depth here. It's going into that berry shade really nicely. Now I'm going to go ahead and deepen the inner portion now, the green with Lucy, this blue. I'm just doing this so I can really try as many of the shades as possible. So only have a chance to do one look. I will try to film an Instagram reel as well, so I can do another one so you guys can see another look with this. Or maybe just use it like in a get ready video with like other products. Now I'm going to just match up the lower lash line, like put the same colors on each side just to match everything up. So I'm just going to go into that deeper berry shade and I'll blend out the edges and let me clean that off. I'm going to go in with the green here. I'm going to match these ones up because I'm not going to put any shimmer on the bottom. I'm just going to put shimmer in the middle and the top. I don't think putting the shimmer on the bottom looks good on me, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have them connect. So now let's get into the shimmers. This look looks a little dark. I need to lighten it up. So I'm going to go into the Glimmer Grasp. I have to say that slow or I'll say it weird. So I'm going to see how it looks when I squeeze it out. Oh, there's a color to it. Kind of reminds me of like the NYX glitter glue. Like I think it has like the same kind of color. Probably squeezed way too much out, but I'm going to stick that in the center. I'm such a fan of glitter glue, so I'm excited that Unearthly came out with their version. All right, so it feels quite sticky, so I think the shimmer is going to do really well on that. But I'm going to go into Light, which is a like goldy, almost kind of mustardy shade. And I'm going to stick that on with this same brush I used to put the glitter glue on. Oh yeah, it is sticking like so easily to that. All right, I think that looks beautiful. I want to take the mattes and go over the edge. So I'm taking the green here just to make it look a little bit more seamless. And then I'm going to go in with the berry matte on this outer corner. Just want everything to look nice and diffused together. So now I need to do something in the inner corner. I'm going to try to use Light too because I feel like this is the only shade I could really use in my inner corner for like my skin tone. So I'm going to take a little bit more of the Glimmer Grasp and I'm going to use that in the inner corner. Just put a little bit there. And then we're going to go into Light and see how that works. Oh yeah, I feel like it's bright enough to be an inner corner highlight on me. And wow, this Glimmer Grass is so good. I feel like it's still a little bit darker than I want it to be. So I'm going to take a shade from the All I Ever Wanted palette from Unearthly. This is the volume 2 one. And I'm going to take this shade called Sabre, this really light yellow. And it has a green shift to it. I feel like that will be able to brighten up the inner corner even more. Because I want a little bit more brightness since I have like the dark shade in the inner portion and the outer portion. I feel like I just need some more brightness, and there we go. And I love that this one has green to it, so I think that's perfect for the inner corner. So I'm gonna go off camera, finish the rest of my look. Maybe I'll put on lashes today. I feel like maybe I want lashes, and then I will be right back to show you guys the completed look. All right, I'm back, guys, and I zoomed in really close so you can see how the look finally turned out. Look, all the shadows, the shimmers, everything. I love this combo. It's so like autumn and fall, but also very Christmassy. So I guess I'm just capturing all the holiday vibes with this. But everything performed really nicely, and I just love how it turned out. And I decided to keep it bold and use a bold lippy. I just felt like they went well together. But what I did off camera was I went in with the Tristique mascara. I used the Huda liner to create a wing. I used the Nakia Joy Cosmetics lashes from their natural set. I haven't worn lashes in a while, and I just felt compelled to today. So I love how they look with the eye look. And then for my lips, I went in with this new lipstick I got. Well, it's a sample, but I've never tried this formula before. But this is from Sigma. This is one of their liquid lipsticks in Venom. I did a order recently, and this was a add-in. So I think it seems really nice. It doesn't seem over drying at all. So I'm curious about trying like other colors. But this is more of a red shade. So to tone it down a little bit and make it a little bit more of a berry shade, I went over that with the Unearthly Cosmetics Satin Liquid Lipstick in Eva. It's a very cool tone beige, and I topped it on there and definitely lightened it a little bit and made it a little bit more berry tone. And I think it looks really good with this look. I love going in with a bold eye look and then going in with a bold lip. I love that combo. So that is all I did off camera to complete this look. So I'm going to zoom you guys out now, give you guys my like final first impressions on this, and wrap up the video. So I love this palette. I think it's beautiful, well done. I think ChipoGray did an amazing job with the theming, color story, packaging. I think it's just a really nice, well executed rainbow palette. And it is the usual consistent formula from Unearthly Cosmetics. Mattes are pigmented, blendable, the metallics are really pretty. So I think both of them did an amazing job and did such a good collab together. And I just like the color options in here. There's a lot of depth in here. There's these beautiful, deep, colorful mattes. You have some midtones and then these beautiful shimmers. And some of them are actually dual chromes, which I realized afterwards, because normally I don't swatch my palettes until like at the end, but like this one right here has a blue shift, this one too. This one is like a really fiery pink corally shade. I'll show you guys. I can't wait to use those metallics in another look. Now overall, this palette leans more mid-tone to darker, so if you need something brighter, inner corner highlight, or a brighter lid shade, you may have to pull from another palette or use like a highlighter. So if you have my skin tone or lighter, you may need to pull in some lighter shades, but that's totally fine. Like, I don't mind pulling in other palettes to complete a look. That's typically how I do my makeup off camera. I'll have like 3 different palettes pulling different shades. That's what I like to do, so I'm totally fine with that. And not every palette has to have the perfect color range for me. Like, I think this is just beautiful as the way it is. So I really did enjoy using this. Now, I also think the Glimmer Grasp like glitter glue from Unearthly is actually really good. It's very similar to the NYX glitter primer, at least it seems like it. Like the color is kind of similar, and then it leaves a very tacky base for like the metallics to cling to. So I'm sure this will also do really well with pressed glitters, and I'm happy that I have this. I like the packaging. It's really easy to squeeze out the formula and get like the right amount that you need. So I will definitely play with this more and test it out with other like metallic formulas and even some pressed glitters to see how it does. But it was very like tacky and sticky, so I think it's gonna do a good job at keeping things on your lids. Anyways, that was my thoughts on these products. You guys will have to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you purchase? Did you pass? Like, what do you think of the makeup look in these products? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoy this video, you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, you like a lot of indie makeup, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I'd love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below below. I will link the palette. I'll link any codes that I can find. I mean, I don't have a code, but there's a lot of people that do. So, you know, make sure you always look for a code. Get your discount where you can. I will also link the rest of my makeup that I am wearing in case you're wondering. I will also have my contact and my social media platforms. I'm also on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_Beauty. And I post a lot of different content there as well. So if you want to check me out and join my Instagram fam, I would really, really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, supporting my channel, being amazing. I appreciate you all so much. And I just hope you all are doing well wherever you are in the world. And I'm just sending you all so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys. Thank you.